There's a special gift that I want to give you. No secret that I've had a hearing problem for a long period of time and chose to ignore it. I told my wife that when I turned 50, I was going to go ahead and get some hearing aids. When I turned 55, I told her, well, I think I'm going to do it when I'm 60. And somewhere along the line, David Bowles of BowlesHearingCare.com heard me say that on the air, and he said, Joe, come on in. I really want to be able to solve this problem for you. And honestly, I really didn't want to do it, but I thought, it would be kind of interesting just to see. And I already knew I had a hearing problem because I went to one of those big box places and got in the little booth. And so I knew I had some problems. And so I went to go see Dave, and probably in less than 20, 30 minutes, his test was far more detailed than what I had received at one of those big box places. And I asked him, I said, listen, explain to me how it is you know what my problem is. And he said, I'll tell you exactly what it is. And he went through and told me every time and why I could not hear certain conversations. Because it's not as if I can't hear anything, right. But I missed the last part of your sentence. So I missed the last part of a word because there's certain vowels, there's certain things that I didn't understand. And he said, Joe, to be honest with you, when people are pronouncing their words and their sentences through their diaphragm, you can hear it. But when they're using their vocal cords or through the throat, you can't hear that. And I never thought about it, but it's so true. And so once I knew that, I could start paying attention to that. So I really liked that, the fact that he not only told me, yep, you got a problem. He said why, and then he said, let me tell you how we're going to solve it. Well, today what I want to talk to you about is something that's really interesting, because if you've got humming or ringing in your ear or hissing in your ear, there's an official name for that. Raleigh, this is a test. Do you know what the official name for that is? No? You don't? Vinny, do you know what the official name is for that?
No.
Oh, come on. It starts with a T. You don't know? Jeff, do you know what the official name is for that?
I believe it's tinnitus.
That's correct.
Ding, ding, ding.
Somebody around here's got some kind of wherewithal. And just in case people out there listening, Vinny is my nephew. He's my big brother's middle son. He is running the board. He is an intern, and he just will not get on the mic no matter how much I make fun of him. Anyways, get back on my topic. So if you've got ringing in your ear, humming, hissing, I did not say voices in your ear, Vinny. That's not what I said. I said humming. That's a whole different problem that you've got. But if you've got that problem, I wasn't aware of this, but the minute I put these hearing aids on, all that goes away. They're able to correct all of that through the hearing. So I was wondering why I felt more relaxed when I had the hearing aids, and it's because I don't have this constant humming or hissing sound. And it really is a much more relaxing feeling. So what I'm trying to tell you is that BowlesHearingCare.com, go to BowlesHearingCare.com. Your hearing problems can be solved. It's painless. It's actually kind of fun if you want to know the truth. I see Deanne about probably maybe once every 2 weeks. And here's what I got for you. That's why I said all of that so that I can tell you this. They are giving 25% off everything that cost any money, which, by the way, this whole test, everything I just told you, costs nothing. But if you choose to buy something, they're giving 25% off. All you've got to do is go in there and tell them you heard it from Joe, or you could just make fun of me if you want. As long as you just say Joe, they're going to give you 25% off whatever it is that you need inside there. And here's the thing. You can trust them because I heard them talking to a couple of clients saying, you don't need that. And I got to tell you something. That's really important because the first thing I heard from the guy when I went to the big boxes, before he even tested me, here's the best set of hearing aids we have. This is what you need. And I found it interesting that he told me what I needed before he ever tested me. So if you want somebody you can trust, you want somebody you can believe in, you will like what you hear, I do. BowlesHearingCare.com.